locking the fuck in. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing very well. It's been a little while, but we are back. If you're new here, my name is Ali, and today I thought I would take you along with me, getting back on track and just locking the fuck in. For those of you who are new here, you may or may not know I have recently been to Miami with ONERACTIVE, and prior to Miami I was in a calorie deficit with a goal of leaning up to look and feel my best self, and it did work very well. I'll put some before and after pictures on the screen. I feel like I really locked in, but since coming home I can definitely feel myself slipping into a slump. Demotivation is hitting, and because I don't have a goal to work towards, I definitely feel like I just do not have a reason to show up for myself. I am just having way too many temptations to take the easy and lazy options, but these are the habits that I do not want to build for myself. So as we head into these now colder and darker months, I want to flip that switch. I want to lock in with my training, push myself to my full potential and literally just become the best possible version of myself. So from here on out, for me, this is all about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's about progressive overload, pushing myself harder in the gym. I want to challenge myself by waking up a little earlier, because waking up earlier means I can be more productive in the day. My usual wake up time is about 7 a.m. but I want to start waking up at 6 a.m. But yeah, I just want to adapt better habits and fully embrace what I am going to be calling my winter arc. And yeah, throughout this video, I just thought I would share with you guys what I'm doing, give you some tips along the way to hopefully give you guys some inspiration and motivation to do the same. I am just about to make myself my pre-workout. This is a new pre-workout that I've been trying out. But yeah, first things first guys, let's talk about mindset, because heading into these winter months, it is all about your mindset and your attitude to training. Winter can feel like a big old excuse to slow down, but I'm choosing to see it as an opportunity. While most people are going to be slowing down, we are going to be speeding up. And something that I'm going to consistently remind myself this winter arc is that you do have two choices: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And which one do you think has the better outcome, guys? We are going to learn to romanticize winter. Early morning training, cold morning walks, cold crispy morning walks, guys. Cozy nights in with a book, reading your book, cold outside, all wrapped up in your blankets. I am making this winter my aesthetic, guys. We are going to stop being Debbie Downers and look for positives in these conditions. We are all ready for the gym. I just got my pre-workout drink and my banana. You guys know a banana for me before training is essential. I don't have my breakfast before training, but I always like to get some sort of fuel into my body, because we need fuel to fuel our workouts, guys. Duh. I like to just have a simple banana and some pre-workout, because I find that pre-workout gives me that extra boost and helps me push myself that little bit further in the gym, which I wouldn't be able to probably do if I didn't have my pre-workout. So yeah, I'm gonna go for my morning walk now with Storm, and then let's head to the gym.
Does Stormy want to go for a walk around the block? Come tell me. Come and tell me. Oh.
It's so bloody cold today, guys. I can finally make use of my heated seats. And when I tell you guys, I am really not missing my Fiat 500 right now. When I would enter my Fiat 500 in the cold, it would take so long to de-ice and it would be like so cold inside, but I can already feel myself warming up in here, so I'm grateful. Time to put my hype playlist on. Guys, if you're not listening to some hype music on the way to the gym, what you doing? What you doing, love? Go quit playing, baby, baby, oh! Okay guys, I have just pulled up. As we can see, it is getting bright outside now. Well, it is bright now. We're not quite at that part in winter yet where it is dark for hours in the morning, which is good because I feel like jumping straight into that would just be like not good. I feel like we can ease into it now. Like obviously waking up earlier at 6 a.m. it is dark for me at that time, so it's sort of helping get used to that and it being darker for longer, because something you might not know about me is I am usually like, what do you call it when you just wake up and go to sleep with the natural light? Like I trust my body well enough, like in the summer at least, because obviously it would be a bit too late in the winter to wake up, but in the summer I just naturally wake up as soon as it starts getting light outside. Obviously I can't do that now because I will be waking up late, so yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to get used to waking up earlier. But I do just like waking up earlier, and something that Lily actually said, which I need to share with you guys, is that you're going to not want to get up, whether you get up at 6 a.m. or whether you snooze your alarm till like 7 a.m. Either way, whatever time you get up, you are not going to want to get up. So yeah, thanks to Lily for my motivation, because I'm gonna keep telling myself that every morning now. But yeah, before we head into the gym today, I do just want to talk about having a structured plan and routine. This is something that is just super important. Stop going to the gym and doing guesswork, guys. Having a structured plan won't just help you make better progress, but it also just genuinely makes your life so much easier. You know what you're training each day, you know what exercises you are doing, you're not spinning around the gym trying to figure out where to go. You know what you are doing, you know what's coming next, and you can actually track your improvements. So if you haven't built yourself a little routine already, make yourself one. Remember to make sure it's sustainable and realistic for you and your lifestyle. For example, it's probably not going to be realistic if you work a full-time job that has a long commute for you to fit in the gym 6 times a week. If you are going from 0 to 6, you need to be realistic with yourself and ask yourself, A, what can you actually do? What can you actually make time to squeeze in to do? B, how long can you actually train for on those days? And C, what will I actually stick to and be consistent with? I always say it's better to start small. I feel like when people like get back on track or start the gym, they go full ham. They go every single day, they train like mad, and then guess what? You burn yourself out. We are not aiming to do that. Say for example, if you are new to the gym, try first going 2 to 3 times a week. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you can prove to yourself that you can be consistent with those sessions, you can eventually start to add more. It's always going to be better to start with less, and that also gives you an opportunity to see what days work best for you when going to the gym. Especially, like I said, if you do have a full-time job, if you do have a long commute to work that takes up a lot of your day, if you are a mother, if you do need to find childcare and stuff, it just gives you that opportunity to see, okay, when does my training actually work for me? And I want you guys to remember that like your training should be a priority. Like putting work and time into you should be one of your main priorities. So many of us pour all of our energy into work, relationships, and other responsibilities, but we often forget the foundation that makes it all possible is us. When you choose to invest in yourself, it is not being selfish at all. You're building the best version of you so you can show up and complete these other tasks, responsibilities, show up in your relationships, being the best version of yourself. If you can give your best self first, you'll have even more to give everything and everyone around you. So make yourself a non-negotiable, I can't say that word. You guys know what I mean. Make yourself a non-negotiable appointment in your life. Set it out in a calendar, you know, treat it like you would a nail appointment. This time, this block on this day, that is me time. That is the time that I am going to work on myself in the gym. You know not to make plans then within that time frame. You know to say no to other people, other tasks, other things that people might want you to do in that time frame, because that is your time to work on yourself. And the man is feeling like P. Diddy. I also want to talk to you guys quickly about progression, because of course, progressive overload is something that is so important in the gym. You have to continuously make things harder because your body eventually adapts to exercise. So whether that is adding more weights, going for more reps, increasing your time and attention, you need to be focusing on progressive overload in order to make progress. And that is something that I am myself going to really work on throughout this winter arc. I do have some goals in mind that I want to get back up to and surpass, and I know that the only way that I am actually going to get there is if I continue to show up, be consistent, and just get comfortable with being uncomfortable in every single session. You know, I'm sick of just doing the bare minimum, like giving up with my weights. Like, say if I'm doing 6 to 8 reps, I'm like, oh, I'll just do 6. I'll just do 6, guys. But no, we're gonna aim for that 8. Do you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? So yeah, we're gonna get this workout in. I have full upper body and we also got some cardio to finish. This is my second day getting back on track, and the motivation is still there right now, which is very good. But motivation unfortunately does not last forever, and I know that eventually I will have to start relying on my discipline. I am literally so happy with how that session went. So as you guys seen, I done my full upper body and finished with 20 minutes of cardio. I really want to lock back into my upper body training because if you guys don't know, I did used to train upper body 2 times per week, but I don't love training upper body, and I feel like I got to a point where I was just very happy with the muscle I have built there, and I still am. But since lowering it down to 1 time a week, I definitely feel like I am not pushing myself as much, which shouldn't be the case. I feel like these past few months I have just been riding out my upper body workout, putting zero effort into it, and because of that I definitely feel like I have lost some upper body strength, which I definitely want to build back up. Keeping yourself accountable is just huge when it comes to training, and to do that I am just going to keep track more. And when it comes to staying locked in, like, you have to keep yourself accountable. This past year I actually haven't really been tracking my progress, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Apart from my calorie deficit and stuff, like, I haven't been taking progress pictures, I haven't been noting down my weights, being intentional with like making increases and stuff, and that is something that I want to change, because seeing these little small wins and seeing these little smaller changes, truly, like, it is so motivating and just encourages you to carry on being consistent and showing up. But yeah, I'm gonna go home now and have a yummy breakfast. I am starving. I need some food in my belly, so let's go. Hello guys, it is now dinner time for me. In case you were wondering why I have a mic, it is because Taylor is outside drilling in the garden and making a lot of noise, so I'm hoping we are not going to pick that up, and I'm hoping that you can hear me well when he does get the drill back out. But yeah, it is dinner time for me. I'm just about to make us some food. Since coming back from Miami, I have definitely fallen out of routine with my nutrition. I won't lie to you guys, I have ordered one too many takeaways and just been taking the quick and easy options when it comes to my food. It is honestly just way too easy to choose the not so great options, and doing that over the past few days, like, I definitely feel it in not just my body but my energy, my skin. It's not doing me any good, it's not making me feel good, so I definitely want to get back into routine with my nutrition. Yesterday I went for a big food shop. One thing that I'm trying to do more of is making my own home cooked meals. So I picked up a ton of ingredients, picked up a ton of snacks that I can use, such as I like to snack on fruits, so like tangerines, bananas, and yeah, I just tried to get a bunch of things for around the house, which will make it a lot easier for me to choose better options. But that's not to say I don't have balance. I picked up some chocolate as well. You guys know I just have it in moderation and I don't go over the top. At least I try not to. Sometimes I give in, I can't lie. Sometimes we give in, but 80% of the time I want my nutrition to be nice and clean. So yeah, I'm gonna be prioritizing nutritious, whole foods, high protein. Protein is something I do feel like I have been lacking on recently. For me, it's not about perfection or trying to be perfect. I will not be perfect, I can tell you that right now. And I truly do not expect myself to be perfect, but picking the healthier options, planning meals ahead, keeping high protein or like low calorie snacks in the house, staying on top of my water consumption, having my vitamins. You know, we're heading into winter, guys. Take that vitamin D. They're all things that I am going to be doing a lot more of, and that all add up. Like I said, I still do enjoy treats, but they are definitely in moderation and not the main part of my diet. And I definitely feel like that's where a lot of people go wrong. They eat good for 2 or 3 days and then they're like, fuck it, and start ordering foods. At the end of the day, my priority is fueling my body to perform well in the gym and to feel good day to day. Food is all done, guys. Here is the finished result. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Hello, guys. It is now bedtime. I am literally just about to get ready to go to bed. But before I do that, something that I did want to touch on is rest and recovery. Because R&R, guys, is just as important as training itself. You can't expect to go hard and push your body day after day without also giving your body time to recover between sessions. That is just not how it works, and without recovery you probably won't be seeing progress. Something that is affecting my recovery right now is definitely my sleep. I feel like I've been out of tune with my morning and nighttime routine ever since Miami. So it's something that I am working on getting back on track with and just ensuring that I get enough sleep each night. I aim for absolute minimum 7 hours of sleep, but I do like to make sure I get about 8 to 9. I have fallen out of a lot of good habits, to be completely honest with you guys. There was a phase in my life where like my phone would be off an hour before bed. I would get my full night's sleep, I would be waking up early, and that's just not me, and I haven't done that for a while, and that is definitely something that I want to start again. So before bed, I am going to start trying to turn off my phone an hour before settling down. As always, I'm going to be laying out my gym fit, ready for the next day. You guys always hear me go on about this one, but truly putting out my gym fit is a game changer, and especially when I was working another job, when I had a fixed schedule and it would be a lot harder for me to wake up in the morning and get ready and go to the gym. Like honestly, not only is it such a time saver, it stops you sort of like talking yourself out of the gym as well. Like when everything is set out, laid out and ready to go, you are 100% less likely to talk yourself out of going to the gym. So I don't know how many times I gotta preach this to you guys. Set out your gym wear the night before. It also takes just like the choice of like, well, the decision, I can never say decision making out of trying to choose your gym fit in the morning, which also saves time. So and I always go into my next day knowing what I will be training. So tomorrow I know that I will be training my glutes and hamstrings, and I know what workouts I'm going to be doing. I also have an idea of what meals I want to eat. I'm not very precise with my meals, like to the fact where like I have a meal plan and I plan every single day, but I know sort of what food that I'm going to aim to eat. Another tip I want to give you guys, which I'm sure you have heard from me before, is reading before bed or finding something to do before bed that doesn't involve looking at screens, going on your phone, that can act as a signal for your body to start settling down. Because trust me when I say, I'm not usually tired until I get my Kindle out or my book out. And then the tiredness starts hitting me as I start reading. Not only does reading, I feel like, just make you feel tired, calm and sleepy, but also like my body knows when I start reading, it is time for bed. So yeah, it's just sort of a signal for my body to start settling down, calm down, you know, we're getting in the mood for sleep. And yeah, in the morning it's just going to be the same thing, just building these small little habits that's going to help me be so much more productive and feel better throughout the day. Getting up as soon as my alarm goes off and switching it off, making my bed immediately. That's the first thing I do, guys. Every single morning I wake up, I make my bed straight away. And I highly encourage you to do the same, because you are a lot less likely to go and jump back in it, especially in these cold winter mornings now where it does feel cold. Like, oh my god guys, the last few mornings, like I have been so cold getting out of bed. I've been getting straight to my dressing gown, and it does just make you want to stay in bed and snuggle up a little longer. But we're not aiming to do that, because as I said earlier on in the video, you are not going to want to get up whether you get up at 6 AM or whether you get up at 7 AM. So you may as well just wake up when you're supposed to, or you're gonna carry that guilt with you again for not doing what you were supposed to do. And when I say that those first choices, the first things that you do in your day can really set the tone of your day, I truly mean it. When I get up and I don't make my bed, when I get up and I start scrolling on my phone immediately, I have set the tone for my day. And I'm not saying it has to be all or nothing, it shouldn't be all or nothing, but these are not habits that make me feel good and thrive, and therefore they do leave me feeling sluggish, in a bad mood. So yeah, those are some things that I'm going to be trying to implement back into my routine, change and do. I just want these next few months of my life to be powerful. I am sick of going into every single winter and sticking to it for like 2 to 3 weeks and then falling off track and not feeling my best self. I am so determined this winter to make it my best one yet. The winter arc is in full swing, guys. We are building the discipline and habits now, so we are 10 steps ahead, ready for the new year. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you all found that helpful. I know it was quite quick today, but I really just wanted to come on here and just share with you what I'm going to be doing and some tips for your winter arc, because I know it's going to be a big thing now that you're seeing on social media, and I know a lot of you will want to participate. Remember to do what works for you and not anyone else. We are training ourselves to continue showing up and becoming the best version of ourselves even when it's not easy, so we can continue those habits and carry them into the summer months when we eventually get back around there. Instead of giving up now and thinking, oh, like summer's over, we're getting into the colder months, I'm gonna start slowing down. We're gonna start speeding up instead. We are not starting January from scratch. We're going to be ahead of the game. Truly getting up and putting in the work when it feels the hardest gives you just a whole new level of self-respect. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to join me in this winter arc. We are going to become unstoppable. We're going to push our boundaries and test our limits and just show up for ourselves, you know, because future you will be kicking you in the butt if you do not do this, okay? Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you want daily updates. Join my broadcast channel where I'll be checking up on you guys every single day to make sure that you are showing up for yourself. As always, any links for like ONERACTIVE, the outfits I've been wearing in this video, is below. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye! Love you!